about to get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
What's up, squad? What's up? What's up? We back. We back. We back. Come on in. What you talk about? We listen. 11:30. We was live at 8:30. We was live around 8:30. Now we back at 11:30. So
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
get ready, because you're about to be an ATLien. Miss Fake New York is back. Everybody is here. Hey y'all, welcome back. I just thought I would, since y'all wanted to talk about open topics, I didn't want to make my last live like 3 hours long because it was going to 2 hours. So I'm like, let me, I haven't been on in a while. So we want to talk about open topics. You want to talk about some of the topics that I didn't choose, then, we can come on now and talk about it. But I also had a special guest. Had a special guest because my special guest was supposed to come on at 10:30. Hold on a second. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Hello.
You was asleep.
I'm alive.
Oh, I'm so sorry about it.
That's all right. You muted. What's up?
I was a party and why I was just in that boy.
For real?
Yeah, that's my FaceTime you with Justin. No, you see Justin like a year or so.
Oh wow. Well, call me back. I'm alive right now.
All right,
Bye. I'm back. Y'all can hear. I went muted. I didn't know, child. I didn't know. I didn't know, child. We want to talk about that nowhere. Anyway, come on in. Hey, can you post my help? I need kidney transplant. Oh, send it to me. I might. I don't know. It's just that okay, Linus Queen. It's just it gets difficult because if I have like thousands of people asking me to do the same thing, which I do, it's kind of hard for me to decipher who. So I don't like to use my platform to do that. It is what it is. Thank you for the super chat. Um, hold on. How y'all? Let me see. Council culture is crazy. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was Josh. Child. Who y'all want to know who the special guest is? Y'all want to guess who the special guest is or was? Because I had to swap one special guest for another. I had to hurry up and scramble and reschedule another guest. Okay. Um, Mr. Peter or Josh was the special guest. No, that would be a negative. Okay. Not Christian Keys, child. Not Apollo. OJ Simpson. Oh, y'all all over the place. Nene, Quad, Dr. Jackie. All of these people y'all talk about probably go to bed at 11 o'clock. They weren't coming on here at 10:30. But because, it was 10:30. No, there's that. But anywho, Wesley Pipes. Is that a porn star, Miss New York? Well, my special guest is coming. I told them to call in like 10 minutes, like at 11:40, so they should be here shortly. But in the meantime, y'all come on in, like and share this video. Let's get our people back in here. Miss Lawrence, not colorist Claudia. What kind of questions would y'all want me to ask colorist Claudia? Why is she colorist? Why has she often denied being colorist? Like what kind of questions would I ask her? Hmm. Mariah, Derek J, Freddie O, or Johnny. Oh, those would be good guests, honey, because they know all the tea. Not Rick James, bitch. Oh, you want to talk to my mom? That's what y'all want to talk to? Oh, child, my mom spilled all the tea, and I don't want her on here. She don't know how to hold water. Um, hold on. Let me see what y'all think about Drew Sidora. No, it's not Drew Sidora. They're coming. We got a couple of minutes. Okay. Anyway, I want to listen. Y'all want to call in before they call? We can continue the conversation we was having. If you missed the last live stream, please go watch it because we had a whole in deep dive into Dr. Jackie's situation, surviving Dr. Jackie. We also talked about Taraji P. Henson and the Oprah situation and how it seems like Taraji may have been talking about Oprah, but she cleared it up right away because, of course, she don't want to burn no bridges. We briefly touched on Kim and Croy. Let me just say something about Kim and Croy. No, I ain't gonna say that about Kim and Croy. Tired of Kim and Croy. But Kim and Croy is that drama is just so like intoxicating. It's just intriguing to see the white privilege of it all. And I keep watching it like a case study every single time. And I keep going to it's the a YouTube channel called Plunder, Plunder. They have all of the 911 calls. They have all of the video body cam footage. And it's just like hours of it. And if you just want to deep dive into like what white privilege really means, watch how the police treat Kim and Croy. That's all you gotta do is go watch that, and it's a whole case study. Um, you was kicked out of the last live. Don't be kicked. Listen, I didn't kick you out. Who kicked you out? Who kicked you out? Because if you got kicked out, you wouldn't be able to talk now. DL Schuler is in a new movie, Color Purple. You in Color Purple, DL? Look at DL doing big things. Big things. My squad is a good squad. That it better not be Peter. Y'all don't like Peter. Why y'all don't want it to be Peter? You hope it's Josh. Well, I put the link in there so y'all can call back. New York, call me back, honey. Call me back. Let me know. You kicked her out. How you kick her out? You don't even have no wrench. Look at my friend. What y'all doing for Christmas? That's what I want to know because that's why I've been like MIA for the past couple of days because I've been trying to get my house together. I've been trying to get all the food in here, make sure I got everything ordered. I'm having guests. Okay, my mama, my sister husband, my mama dog, my dog. Like it's just gonna be a house full of people over here, and I ain't gonna know what to do with my life because I ain't used to being. Listen, I like to be in the house by myself. I don't care how many square footages I got. Okay, it's all for me. Mariah mentioned Phaedra being the head doctor. Ooh, that was shade. What y'all think is the beef between Mariah and Phaedra? The streets is saying this junkie doesn't even know the streets ain't. Why would he be over here? He probably somewhere sniffing something. Yes, my nephew. Well, they grown. They coming, but they don't want to stay with me. They'll be here. Anywho, you want to come? Come on, Stephanie. I got you. And Stephanie, I'm going to use the Bartesian. Okay, I'm going to use it, and I will videotape it just for you, Hunty. Yes, Lily. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. This is literally open topics. I put the link in there for y'all to call. My guest. Let me see if my guest. Let's see. The guests need to be here now. Honey, hold on. Okay, click the link there. Click on in, honey. uh, that is Tasha K. Oh, is that who y'all want over here? Well, anybody is welcome to call. Anybody welcome to join. Is it binge worthy? Is it Tasha K? Oh, I don't know. They just said okay. Let me put my phone on silent. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Thought it was on silent. Why it be? Okay, there you go. Nene, why Shamia and Miss Pat got fired from B103? Ooh, maybe it was the budget, child. It's the end of the year. They be changing stuff all the time. Not Tasha K ain't invited. Maybe invited to a live, but not my house. Okay, this is my house. Oh, this is my house. What Mr. Motivation? Hey, Mr. Motivation, how you doing, friend?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
It's not the special guest, by the way. I'm fine. How you
Ah, but
doing?
shit, I am a special guest.
Oh, well, you're very special, Mr.
Nah, I'm
Motivation.
being
My bad.
funny now.
You're
How you
very
been?
special.
You look nice.
Thank you. What happened to you in the last live? We was on live for
I was
2
up. I
hours.
had got there late. I was asleep, but I'm up now. I'm over smoking, so I'm up.
Okay, all
Yep, yep,
right.
yep. You,
Well, this should be
you,
a doozy. This should be a doozy.
well, yeah. But listen, I was gonna. Are you ready for you? I know you ready for the holidays. Be over with, aren't you?
Sort of, kind of. Yeah, I ain't
Mhm.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, you know what? I'm actually enjoying it. My family. They're in Disney World. I've been there 5 times, and I'm actually in the process of moving. So I'm just like, Lord, not this time, maybe next time. But I'm alive. I ain't no, I ain't complaining. It's all good.
Yeah, you gonna have a little get together at your house?
No, no, I don't trust nobody. But no, no. When I said it, I'm basically saying I don't have friends like that. I got one friend, and yeah. But no, I'm probably gonna I am gonna cook me a good meal. I love to cook, Michelle, so I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna cook a good meal. Um, yeah, and so yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm just
What you
excited.
cooking?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I wish if I was able to cook, I would have did like a lasagna. I love lasagna over spaghetti. You like spaghetti
For
or lasagna?
pizza? I mean, for pizza for Christmas.
No, 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 no. No. Well, people don't really. Some people cook the traditional for Christmas, but like, yeah, we usually do finger foods or either like, uh, Mexican food because they be saying they don't want dressing both times. But a lot of people do, but we don't. So yeah, but they ain't trying to cook none. They in Disney, but they gonna be out there. They in Florida, so they ain't cooking nothing. I'm boxed up.
Okay.
Yep, yep, yep. Michelle, so you don't think? Let me ask you this:
Mhm.
Do you think? Do you think that Bravo would ever try to get Mariah back
I
or ask?
mean,
I guess that would be the right term. Well, do you think they would ever try to consider asking her?
well, she said she's open to it, didn't she? Did she just speak on it?
I don't think she really said too much about it because I don't even think the people that was asking her questions, it's kind of like they didn't really talk too much about Bravo. Like she
Uh-huh.
said, she's like, I'm living well and stuff like that.
And she did. Yeah, I mean, my thing is when she was talking about suing Quad for defamation when Quad accused her of, sniffing white powder like Jackie Dineva, she said that, she would have done that, but she had bigger fish to fry at the time. So I felt like, she was involved in her little situation with Bravo. You know what I mean? She was fighting to get control of her creative license of the show or whatever, and now that she got that, I mean, I don't feel like she need to come back in her mind. I mean, I don't know if she would or wouldn't. Hello? Did he go away? What happened to Mr. Motivation? He fell off? He said, I don't think so because she sued them. And once you sue, well, that's that. Her name's still on the show though. So I mean, seems like she should have a little right in, a little right in, a little walk in or something. Hold on. What is happening, child? Hold on. Okay, they said okay. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on you to click in, special guest, Tony.
I
Uh,
done got kicked out. But okay. But
no,
yeah.
you here now.
No, I'm gonna cut this
You back.
camera off. I'm over here looking like Suge Knight.
Let's see.
You see me?
No, I don't see you, Mr. Motivation. I see
Anyway,
a
but
V.
yeah, Michelle. So yeah, but yeah, I enjoyed that. But it's crazy because Quiet, I do feel it's she don't know how to take accountability. And it's crazy
Uh
because I used to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
huh.
But now I'm able to. But it's just like Quiet don't think and I actually like Quiet, I really do. But it's like she don't think she did nothing wrong. It's everybody else's fault.
Mm.
What's up, New York? Miss Fake New York, excuse me. Put some respect on your
Oh,
name.
hi. So you are acknowledging me tonight
Oh.
Oh,
I always
because you
acknowledge you when
usually
I'm here.
don't. You usually pay me dust, like you're better than, and we
Oh,
all know
wait
that's
a
not the
minute, Miss.
case.
Wait a minute, Miss New
where's the
York.
Christmas spirit at
Like,
Miss New York?
No, because he always like I always speak to him. I'm like, hey, Mr. Motivation, and he like totally ignores me. I never
okay, you guys,
understood.
listen. My guest is here.
You need us to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll be in the chat,
Or
Michelle.
call. Or I'm gonna put you in the back for a minute.
Oh,
Okay,
all
that's
right.
fine.
Okay. Hold on, y'all. My guest is here. Who y'all think it is? Put it in the chat. They had guests earlier. Hold on. Let's see. Hello, special guest.
What's up? What's up? How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Okay. Do y'all know who this is? This is Johnnie Winston, celebrity event planner and master chef. Okay. Johnnie Winston actually, y'all saw the live we did on Instagram, and I put it on here, and he was supposed to follow up, and we were supposed to go to lunch, and yeah, we
I
did have a
know
long conversation, and he did spill a
exactly.
lot of tea. But yeah, Johnny is on here, honey. We want to talk about Married to Medicine and everything that's going on.
Let's get started. And what you got to talk? What you need to know? What's up? What's good?
Everything. The people wanted to know everything. They wanted to know who you was talking about. Like they wanted to know about the wet. Like it was like so much. They was like they wanted to follow up on the Kandi situation. They wanted some of everything. And I'm like, well, I'm so confused because I felt like we talked
We
for an
did.
hour.
We covered a lot of bases. I feel like wait, is that Portia baby dad? Wait, what? I'm
Not
reading
you
so
look like
many
Dennis.
messages. Hey y'all. But no, Merry Christmas. I felt like we talked about a lot of that stuff. Of course, I was given background on a lot of stuff with the wedding in general. The last time, like I was saying, Bravo, when you deal with weddings that's going to be televised, the network takes control and you no longer have control over your day. And so Gregory and Letitia's wedding was actually supposed to be at the Peachtree Club. And then there was a situation with the Peachtree Club. They did not want filming. They just assumed that, the show had a lot of stereotypes. It's just like Housewives, where they thought it was going to be violence and fighting and all that stuff. And the Peachtree Club is a membership only type club. So they did not want that type of, carrying on going in their establishment. So they declined Bravo's services from filming. So Bravo told Letitia and Gregory that filming the wedding is not optional. They got to figure something else out. So it was 4 days at this point before the wedding. Now, mind you, all of the guests received invitations, everything about where the wedding was supposed to be. So now here we are 4 days before the wedding. Everything have to change completely. So I have to reach out to these 200 guests and inform them of a new location. I had to end up calling Letitia. I didn't know she was filming that night with the whole budget increase and everything.
But did she have like an option not to like put you on speakerphone? Like
I didn't even know that I was on speakerphone. Literally, like if I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling one of my clients, I'm just calling the client. And so we're just having casual conversation. Bravo edited to what they wanted it to edit to. Of course, that's how that goes. But I was just literally calling, having that casual conversation. And I guess I can tell from on the show when I watched it back, her sister was trying to get her attention to take the phone off speaker. And her sister
and that's why she got so anxious and upset.
Yeah, her sister kept nudging her, I guess, like, girl, take the phone off speaker. But I guess I don't know if someone told her to let the phone be on speaker, have a conversation for the room. But I don't know. I don't understand why the phone was on speaker. But nonetheless, when you change your wedding venue 4 days before your wedding, and then your guest count increase, a lot has to change. Somebody you got to either figure out another options to eliminate some items, or repurpose certain things, or you have to come up with more money. I mean, because at this point, it's a lot of unnecessary changes when you went from a rooftop wedding that was just like an open canvas. The wedding was initially going to just be outside, and the backdrop would have been the city of Atlanta. You know, nice skyline view. But now you're going into a huge ballroom that now requires something totally different. And then your cocktail hour down there. And then you had a reception upstairs on the top floor. So it was 3 separate areas that you had to pull together. And we wouldn't know who was the intern. You had 3 separate areas that you had to do. So what we did, we helped her save money and cut the cost down some. So when they were talking about repurposing certain centerpieces and stuff, that's customary in a lot of weddings. You'll see people take ceremony centerpieces and repurpose them and restructure them in reception to help, you know, save on cost. So you're not doing all that stuff. So in the end, she didn't pay the extra $14,000 that Bravo edited on there. It was sliced in half. It wasn't even that much additional. So our goal is always to find, you know, solutions for the bride so they're not in panic mode, they're not stressed, because hey, it was a last minute situation. And we all didn't even know what the menu was going to be until the day of the wedding, because Bravo wasn't in control of literally all of those aspects as it relates to the wedding. So she didn't know.
She freaked out over budget she didn't even have to pay for.
No, they had to pay for it up front. So the way it works, even if you're a cast member on the show, you still have to pay for everything up front, keep your receipts, and then Bravo would, thank you, Ms. Lisa, and then Bravo would reimburse them on the end. So they still have to pay for everything up front, all costs, and then they just have to hold on to their receipts, and then Bravo would, you know, reimburse them.
Okay, but let's go backwards for a minute, because you know we did address this, but we didn't address this over here. When, like, how was it that you kind of came to Married to Medicine at the same time as Phaedra making her return back? And it seems like y'all both were, you know, the last season Phaedra was on Real Housewives. You was on that season as well, wasn't it? Wasn't that the last season?
Yeah, we both was on that same season. I didn't. So I didn't even know Phaedra was even gonna be on Married to Medicine this season as well until filming started. So last year, and I want to say November, I met with Letitia and Gregory, you know, out at a restaurant because we were, you know, already out. I was already out, and I was handling some other contracts, and so I met them while I was out, and that's when we went over ideas, and they retained me then as the wedding planner. That was last year, before Married to Medicine was even on the table, before anything. So we didn't know anything about filming until February. February is when the network approached Greg and Letitia about being on the show. So all of that filming happened in a short period of time with everything. And then that's when they decided to shake up the table and add Phaedra to the mix. So they were trying to establish some other type of relationship to figure out, okay, well, how does Phaedra going to play into the show? Is she going to be a friend of somebody? How are we going to introduce her to the cast? So they were trying to figure out all of those things. But Letitia and Gregory already retained me prior to Phaedra even coming on board. So I think I've seen an article or something that said that Phaedra introduced me to them or something. That wasn't true. Like I was already there way prior, but they, I guess for show purposes, they probably have to just establish some type of connection.
Okay. So
but it was quite interesting from viewers that will look at it and say, hey, okay, how they both end up on the same season, it just happened. I mean,
and the fact that it was a shock factor because people like, wait a minute.
Shock factor, but I think it was a shock factor. And then at the end of the day, of course, me being me, of course, people got to understand TV is TV. So sometimes there are situations that you got to handle so that viewers can have something to talk about. But there was a situation that happened between Letitia and Dr. Heavenly, the matron of honor, I think it was Jasmine. Jasmine was telling Letitia what Dr. Heavenly was saying. about her and Gregory prior to the wedding. So Letitia got upset and got offended and like, well, why is this person talking all this crap about our wedding and you wishing ill and all this stuff on us, and they want to come to my wedding? So Letitia was like, look, don't let this person in, boom, 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 whatever. So I reached out.
She was serious about that.
Yeah. So I reached out to Heavenly that via email, text message, and phone call.
So she knew that she wasn't invited before she showed up.
She knew she wasn't invited to the wedding. So that's why she said.
But she knew she was gonna get in because it's being filmed by Bravo, right?
To a certain extent. Because we had our own security outside of that. That's why you saw those other guys with the walkie-talkie. That was my team and my security. So, you know, we had to go back and forth with Bravo about what's what. Because Letitia and Gregory did not want her in because of the whole thing. But the issue, Damon had to suffer a little bit because Damon and Gregory are friends. But it was just, you know, it's kind of hard when you're married to somebody that, you know, is putting out all this other stuff. So I feel for Damon in the situation because he and Gregory are real life friends, but it's your wife.
So how exactly did she get in? Like,
so what happened is I wasn't letting her in. So they end up asking me to take something to the DJ, right? I was walking around the side of the room to go up to the front. Next thing you know, they slid the door open to let her and Damon walk in. If you notice, they couldn't go past the second row. I was on walkie and I told my team, do not let them any further. They couldn't go past the second row and they sat down right in the back while everybody was way up in the front. Because I was, at the end of the day, regardless of TV, regardless of anything, if your client tell you not to have somebody there or do whatever you got to do what you need to do. And so I was honoring the request from my clients. And at the end, Tisha was like, look, just let it be that. We'll just deal with it on the end. Because she was upset. She was still upset, but I had to do what I was asked to do. And that was not let her in. So production was the one that snuck her in.
Okay. Ooh. What else? What else was going on?
Gregory is the client. His twin brother is Greg.
Oh, they both had the same name, pretty much.
No, so it's Gregory and Greg. Gregory is who is on the show. Greg is the brother.
I get it, and they're twins.
Yeah,
and twins. The name is pretty much the same.
The name is pretty much the same. I didn't know that. It's Gregory and Greg. Yeah.
That's interesting. Gregory and Greg.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's Letitia and Kanisha.
So how is Letitia? I mean, is she like what are your first impressions? You can't be honest because she's your client. You already got paid, right?
I'm going to be extremely honest. So when I first met Letitia, I was like, oh, okay, it's she's quite interesting. I got Texas vibes initially. I thought she was from Texas, but found out she's from Arkansas. But I thought she was much older, just initially, because I knew Dr. G was a little older, so I assumed that she was older as well. It wasn't until after the wedding when it was her birthday that I found out that she was like 32, 31, 32.
I didn't know she was that young. I thought she was in her late 30s.
No, I'm like, oh, I'm older than she is. But
how old are you, Johnny?
I'm 35. I'll be 36 next year. Okay. So
listen, when you said you was in the business for 20 years, I'm up here calculating.
I started my business when I was 16.
Oh wow, okay.
I started when I was 16, and next year, July 11th, will be my 20th anniversary for the business. So, but yeah.
So did she act older? Did you like?
She acts a little older, and I guess initially she's now coming into her dress style. So I mean, hey, when you're comfortable and you just, you're not all about. Because I can say this about her. She gives the everyday woman. She's not materialistic and into all that stuff. But then that's how most women are in their first season. So if you look at everybody, every show when they first came on, everybody is just in that beginning.
Sheree, and her roller set.
And they progress. So I'm sure by season 2, she would have already figured it out. Like, okay, I got to step my game
and
up,
her wig slipping back.
Maybe have a stylist, to help with the clothes and all that.
You gonna help out with that?
Yeah, thank you.
You gonna help out?
I can help out. I have a lot of people that that can help her in those areas.
Are you? I know you can, but are you going?
If she wants to help, I will. I'll offer the help. If she wants to help, then it's hers.
So have you kept in touch since the wedding and stuff?
Have I kept in touch?
Yeah.
Yes. So I keep in contact with all my clients, regardless of situations.
So you keep in touch with Kandi too?
I sure have.
Really?
So I keep in contact, but I don't have to speak. So here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand or other capacities that I work in. So outside of the wedding planning world and catering world, I work in the award show arena. So I designed I do stage productions and I do set designs and I deal with the dressing rooms and all of the artist writers. And there has been several times that we had to cross paths several times. So Black Music Honors, they had honored Escape. I don't know if you remember that a few years ago, but I was actually there. I was running the production, running backstage. So their artists had to still give me all of their lists, their writer lists. I had to still design their rooms, do all that stuff because I'm a business owner first. And outside of whatever personal things people got to understand, you got to have a certain level of professionalism and the professional decorum when it comes to that. I can put anything aside. Work is first. Do what you got to do. You keep all that stuff moving. You know what I mean? So I didn't like I told them, they asked me before they even nominated them or put them in that category, would I be comfortable with that? I said, I have no issues with anybody. I was like,
so was she cordial with you? Like, was that your first time communicating?
Hey, listen, I'm going to be honest. No, she was not cordial with me. She was not cordial with me. Even made a comment,
that she don't fuck with you? Did she say that?
Oh, I mean, they said all of that stuff. Even and it was even Don Juan saying a whole bunch of stuff to try to see if they could get me out of the room. And I'm like, well, they just was threatened by my presence. But here's the thing, like I said, I'm there to do what I'm supposed to do, not how you feel or what, because I didn't do anything about it. So I didn't even bother them. I didn't even do none of that stuff. I did what I had to do.
Doing your job.
Yeah. So they couldn't remove me from somewhere when I'm authorized to be there. So
for the people that don't know why she would be mad at you, would you like to?
She's mad at me for a lot of reasons, but it's her camp. It's the people in her camp that's hindering her from just excelling and thriving even more. You got to watch the company that you keep. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? It's the people that's around you that's gonna be your biggest downfall in life. You have to be careful of the people that's in your circle. Everybody's not for you. There are a lot of leeches in your circle. And if people thought about and asked me, oh, well, why was you around for so long? Why did you do all this stuff? If you notice, I was the only type of person in the group that was handling my own, that was doing stuff that didn't really need to be that leech or that vessel.
Let's go back because I know some people might be a little confused. Okay, if y'all don't remember, Johnnie was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Johnnie was Kandi's wedding planner, but they referred to you as her assistant.
That became the title assistant came because every time there was any function around the city, I was hired as her studio manager initially at the Kandi factory. So every time there was an event that was around the city, it was just primarily she and I, if Carmen and Don Juan wasn't available or wasn't around. And then it happened to become a lot lately that it was just the two of us everywhere. And so people assume that I was the assistant because I was doing the work of an assistant, but I was never officially hired as her assistant at all. But I was just doing the work of an assistant.
Okay, and so she ended up. Didn't y'all get into like a verbal sparring match on the show
At the Bedroom Kandi convention?
at the Barrel Candy Convention? What was the word? I can't remember.
So it was. So initially, I put up a post, right? And the post is, this is before you had to separate the real from the fake. Once you or something about something, when the loyalty stops, so does whatever the friendship, whatever that is. But it was an initial photo, and I was always told a hit dog will holler. The post had so many people in the picture. Why do you feel that post was just about you? So if you felt that post,
so she confronted you while the cameras were rolling,
right?
Yeah,
because she confronted me about my post, but it's several people was in that picture in that post. So I was like, I said, if you felt that post was about you, then maybe it's about you. But that post wasn't initially about you. I make generalized statements all the time. But like we said, a hit dog will holler. And so I started asking questions pertaining to the lawsuit without initially realizing that's what I was asking.
What you mean? What you was asking? What you mean?
So if you remember,
before the lawsuit was filed, you was
before it was completely finished, you had to establish a few things.
Oh, okay.
So it was already starting to play out. So you had to backdate and remember, she kept saying I was an independent contractor. I did. You had to keep saying I was an independent contractor. Is just like pest control. They come to your house, they spray, they leave, right? But we had to establish employee versus independent contractor. So I asked questions. So do you think that what I was receiving was, fair for what I was? I'm the one fucking paying you every week. I don't give a damn what you said. So you accept it. So now, okay, so you are admitting that you are paying me every week. I am an employee. I'm not an independent contractor. So it was certain words and certain lingo that I had to do. She said not like pest control. It's just an analogy that's a independent contractor if you just thinking about it. But yeah, so I had to establish certain things. If you go back and you see the line of questioning that I chose and everything, and why I remained calm, why I didn't go the whole back and forth, because when you know that you are telling the truth, you don't have to be combative. You don't have to go back and forth and do all the other stuff. You just let the legal system do what they got to do.
So how did you end up like with the Phaedra situation? Was Phaedra like your first choice as an attorney? Like, how did that happen? Was that just a part of the show?
So here's the thing. Like I said back then on another interview with someone else, I initially was stopping by Phaedra's office. Like I said, I know people prior to the show. I didn't know Bravo was filming in her office that day. So when I came to her office, literally as a friend to ask questions, people was like, she was like, well, what Johnny is this? Remember, if y'all ever remember that scene when I first walked out, she didn't know I was coming. I literally went to the front desk and talked to the lady and said, hey, boom, 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 asking I was just nearly inquiring about stuff before anything else. And so I went in there to seek legal advice. That's the only thing I was initially doing. Went to her to seek legal advice, not for her to represent me, not for anything else in that nature. It was initially just legal advice.
Because I recall Kandi was pissed off at Phaedra because she was making it seem like Phaedra was, blocking her bag or trying to help you get money from her or whatever. And
no, It wasn't nothing like I literally went to her asking for legal advice. That's all that I was asking for. And when she was evaluating the stuff, hey, it was true. Like when people think about a lot of stuff, if y'all remember when they was on the ski trip, right? They were everybody else was all on vacation, right? The phone call that was made to me, right? When Don Juan called me and him and Carmen was in the cabin, where was I? I was at the studio running the factory while everybody else gone.
Look, I don't remember that.
I know, but I'm saying if you go back to the ski trip, there's a scene where Carmen and Don Juan is in the cabin, and the phone call comes from me at the studio. I'm just saying, just painting the picture. Everybody else is gone on vacation. I'm still at the studio working and running the studio.
You see they calling you out because they saying when you was with Phaedra, you didn't have to sign a release form. Like you didn't know that there was gonna be camera. Like once you knew there was gonna be cameras.
Well, I didn't have to sign a release form with Bravo because my release is already in place. I've been on Housewives for 5 seasons. Yeah. They already have a generalized release. When you film, if you only have to sign it one time, they already have your initial release form. They don't need to film. You don't have to sign a release for every single scene or every single episode.
Okay.
So they already had one in place, a blanket one in place. The only one I had to sign was for a new show, which was Married to Madison. But if I go back on Housewives for any additional scenes or anything else, they don't need me to sign nothing else, or they already have those release forms.
I remember that. That's why I wouldn't sign nothing. I wouldn't sign on non-disclosure. I wouldn't sign nothing. Like like when they was filming at Peter's place when Apollo and Kenya had got into it, and I was there. I just, Peter let me in the back door, so I wouldn't have to go through the front and sign all the stuff. And they was mad because I didn't sign it. I'm like, I'm not signing nothing because you know. So anyway, so with the situation with the court, so you got another attorney. Phaedra wasn't your attorney.
She was never my attorney. So I had 2 attorneys.
Okay.
So I had Lisa York Bowman and Oscar Prelo. They were dealing with 2 different things. Lisa was the employment attorney, and Oscar handled the other portion of what I needed done.
And so the people want to know, did you have to sign a non-disclosure? You can't talk about it. Did you get the money? Like what had happened with the situation?
Well, with cases, when you come to an agreement and a settlement and all that stuff, and it's closed out, you can't go into specifics of the case, or you can't, talk about. But yes, the payment and everything have been solidified, all of that other things. But my attorneys did what they were supposed to do. So.
But Kandi said it was $160,000 in legal fees that she paid. That's what Kandi said.
That must be to her attorneys. I'm not sure. I'm sure my attorney fees were much higher than that.
Ooh, did she have to pay your attorney fees too?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But I don't know the exact dollar amount of my attorneys and the fees. But I'm sure everybody, like she had to pay her people. I had to pay, and pay my people and all that stuff.
Y'all Google it straight from the A. Told y'all, Johnny.
The drapes came from a separate company, right? And the people were asking about the drapes from Married to Madison.
Oh, okay.
Wrinkled, and as they showed back on the show while I was wrinkled. So again, the wrinkled drapes and all of that stuff happened. And
you don't have to address the mess.
They asked for that stuff, so I'm gonna just address these wrinkled drapes.
Okay,
so the drapes came from another company at the last second because the payment for those extra stuff wasn't paid until the rehearsal day.
Ooh.
And so they had to outsource these drapes and everything from another company. And so it just happened to come the way that it came. And we was like, well, that's just for the ceremony room. Everything else, the ambiance would blend it in. It'll be fine. And we kept it moving. So, but that I can't do nothing when they move slow.
So, you was doing a lot of tea about Don Juan. And so Sierra Content said, was Don Juan ever unprofessional to you, considering his?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. 1,000% unprofessional.
Oh, well, there's that. Anyway, so you don't want to disclose any of the other things you were talking about, what had happened in the studio and who it
I,
was and why. You
I,
ain't
I,
got to.
I can't disclose too much of that portion because I know the other person
Oh, okay.
was
Well, if y'all don't recall, in the last video, Johnny had said something about something had happened in the studio
after the
between
Christmas
someone
party.
and an intern.
After the Christmas
Okay.
party. Mm-hmm.
You said after the Christmas party?
After the Christmas party.
Inappropriate conduct in the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all wondering why Kandi had to cut them checks? That might be why, because she got people bumping and grinding in the studio on during the Christmas party.
It was after when everybody had left, and then the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, not Todd. Oh, not y'all saying it's Todd. I done one.
Huh?
I don't know, but why somebody keep talking about a recording? What recording you talking about?
Oh, because people say play the recording because there is a video.
Oh.
I did.
There's a video and there's you got the audio. We can hear the audio.
No, you can't hear the audio. There's a physical recording of what transpired.
Oh,
and so
okay.
if that person ever wanted to play with me, I could release it at any time. So they know that's why they know to stay silent and to mind their business.
Okay.
Well, but it is what it is.
Yeah, he was supposed to show it to me whatever at the lunch, and we didn't go to lunch because he was too busy. That day. You want to take some calls? You want to have some fun real quick?
You want to take some calls? Sure. I don't care.
Okay. Hold on. Oh Lord. Hello.
Hi. Oh my God. Hi, Johnny. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my God. Listen, I am such a fan. It is such an honor to talk to you tonight.
No.
Why you've been reading them in the chat, Miss Fake in New York?
Well, I only did it because I wanted to get his attention. Listen, Johnny, you are a man of many talents, as you know, as we all know. Have you stepped away from the chef hats?
Have I stepped away from the chef hats?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Because the last time I was on your Instagram, well, it's just on your Instagram tonight, I saw one of the dishes that you did back in October, I believe it was. The cornbread muffins.
On my personal page or the business page?
This was on your official Johnnie Winston page.
Okay,
so you're a fan.
Yeah.
So on my personal page, I post sporadically, but on the JW exclusive designs page, you'll see everything food and events related.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about the cornbread muffins that you made October 1st specifically. Now, are those Hollywood quality? Are those like celebrity dishes? Because it looks straight off the box. And then the month before, you had a ramen noodle dish with,
Ramen noodle? I don't do ramen noodles.
Okay, well, can you explain what this dish was here 1 month before? It was the dish before the boxed muffins.
I don't do box muffins. So
okay, well, it did not look artistically prepared. I mean.
Okay. Listen, it may not look artistically prepared because I have no clue what you're talking about.
But I'm talking about the post on your page from October the 1st.
And I clearly have no clue what you're talking about.
Because if you really put effort into it and love into it, you would have remembered making it. But if you just poured it out the box.
Let's respect the guest, Miss New York.
I'm just laughing because it's hilarious because I can't get past the voice to start off with.
Really?
Yes, it's all comedy.
Okay. Well,
this is Miss Fake New York. She's a regular.
Okay.
Well, Johnny, I'm not trying to. I'm a fan of like I told you, I've been following you for years. I love your career. I love what you've done in the entertainment space, but not so much in the cooking space. Like, I have questions about these dishes.
Okay.
Why do you care, Miss New York? You gonna go for a taste testing?
Right.
Well, I would like to, but I don't want to end up in cardiac arrest from box processed
Oh
food.
my God, Miss New York, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right. I don't do nothing box. All of my clients know that's why they retain me.
Well, why can't you remember making the muffins? Is all I'm asking. These are your special dishes.
Maybe it was a bad picture. Some pictures are bad.
If you want honey buttered cornbread, I'll be happy to make you some honey buttered cornbread if that's what you're insisting.
Okay, so what about the shrimp and grits recipe? Like, can I get the recipe?
Well, you would get that in Johnnie Plates, the cookbook that's coming out in April.
Oh,
so any recipes that you want, you have to wait on the cookbook.
Okay. Ooh. Well, did you remember the dish I'm referring to, the shrimp and grits?
I don't remember any of the dishes, but if you want to try any of my dishes and the actual recipes, they'll be available April of 2024 in Johnnie Plates, the cookbook.
Okay. Yes, well, great. Well, thank God that they won't come self-prepared, because I don't really trust them.
That's fine.
But if you're giving me the instructions about my own ingredients and I can filter through which ones belong and which ones do not,
New York, do you cook? With that. New York, do you cook?
I do cook. I'm a wonderful baketress.
What is your best dish?
One of my best dishes, I just made it for my man the other night. He loves a great steak. It's wintertime here up in New York, and I still gets down on the grill. A bitch gets busy. Oh yeah.
All right. Gabrielle.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm okay. How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm
Real
just
bitches and New York at the same time. Why you not on camera?
Hey, Miss New York, because I got a hair appointment in the morning. I got a scarf on.
So do I.
Nah,
I'm
I
here.
don't.
Look at my hair.
Well, bitches, show Johnny your mug. The mug says muggy. Like, why are you hiding? Like, come on.
Not today, Miss New York. I gotta get ready for the holidays, honey.
Okay.
Oh. So what's your question for our guest?
I didn't really have no question for your guest. My question, I will say though, is that I just remember they were saying something about you were part of the OLG or they stole your idea or something. Can you collaborate on that a little bit?
Collaborate.
So back to that question. It has nothing to do with the name OLG. It has nothing to do with any of their restaurant stuff. Okay. What happened and what I elaborated back then was Kandi and I we talked about a restaurant, like had conversation before the restaurant even came into fruition, before it was even wanted to get started. I guess when she went home and talked to Todd about the restaurant, that's when they decided to go in a different direction and create their own. So it had nothing to do with OLG or anything of that nature. It was just initial start in talking about a restaurant in general. And
well, thank God you didn't go into the restaurant space. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Miss New York.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna have to hang up New York because you messing with my guests. I love
Johnny,
you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for apologizing.
Miss New York gotta be nice, girl.
Well, look, y'all just want to play. Johnny here to spill tea. He spilled enough though. I know it's late. He was like a last minute special guest.
I'm on a different time zone.
Oh, you are? My bad. I thought you was in Atlanta. My bad. I got
you good.
Oh, okay.
You good.
Well, you guys, thank you for your questions. You don't have anything else to say? Any other questions?
No.
Well, thank you, Gabrielle, for calling in tonight.
Okay.
Good night. Thank you, Miss New York, for calling in tonight.
Well, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. It's Johnny, it was really great talking to you. I am a fan. I want to to let you know that from the bottom of my heart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really support you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Do you mean that? Or is it just like, just a pleasantry that you really don't mean? You know what I mean? Like, do you really mean it? Because I mean it from my heart. So why do you have to guess about it, though? It's either a yes or a no.
I already said thank you.
Okay, but do you support me? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know you, but you said you support me and you've been following me or throughout the years, so I just said thank you. I don't know you, so I don't have any means of,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, Miss New York. Thank you for calling.
Wait, we just got here.
Bye, New York.
Okay.
Leave me,
Black
New York.
girl. What's up?
I don't feel well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just came on to say hello and happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. I hope you feel better, friend.
Yes, it's actually been since August. I always get severe allergy attacks all the time, and this year is worse. Like, I've been miserable, but I didn't call to bring the vibe down. Like, what's good? How y'all doing? Good to see y'all.
We fine, child. We just
Yeah.
sitting up here shooting the shit, not talk about nothing. The open topics.
Right.
And you got any questions for our special guest tonight?
Well, hello, special guest. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy Johnnie on Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yeah. I'm from that era. I'm from that era. Whatever. And Johnnie is a local celebrity to me.
Ooh. Where you at? You in Atlanta?
No, not right now.
Oh, okay.
But I know Johnnie. I know his sister, his mother. Mm-hmm.
Johnnie, your family members calling
in? Not a relative. Not a relative. But he's a local celebrity.
Okay. You know her?
Let's try to see.
I ain't letting y'all see my bedroom. Michelle, y'all pay Michelle to see her bedroom.
What? I like your glasses. You cute.
Thank you.
You got your hair done today?
Hey, I did.
Okay.
It's all about the rest in the carpet.
Yes. Well, you certainly don't look sick. You got your makeup on, your glasses, your hair done.
Baby, I ain't got no makeup. All I got on some blistex on these two-tone lips.
I thought you had on lipstick. You cute. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You always like my glasses. You like the purple ones, the cat eyes.
You know, I love me some glasses.
But I'm just gonna call my first name. I call my first name. This is a special show. Johnnie, this is Quasia. I ain't trying to, we ain't for no clout or nothing like that. This Quasia. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good to see you. Yeah. Tell your mom I said hello. Okay. She'll remember me.
Okay.
Yeah. A celebrity.
But thank you for the tea. It's good to see y'all. I just want to say hello. I know I sound a little raspy and everything like that. I would sing y'all a Christmas carol, but yeah.
I was about to sing and you got the allergies.
Hey.
All right. Black. I want you to rest up your voice now. Give you some rest and I hope you feel better.
All right. Talk to y'all soon. I love the show. I love y'all.
All right. Thank you. Love you
later.
Too. Look at my spoil. I got 2 more people.
Okay.
Lord.
Not to see you change this shit. Wait, that just hit me out. I'm sorry.
I don't know who's going to be first. child. Hello.
We gonna let Sugar Daddy go last.
Okay, go ahead, Latoya. How you doing? Happy
Hey
holidays.
y'all, I sound about like the other girl. I got a sinus head cold too. But
Oh,
I want to know any upcoming big clients. Any of them are going to be televised for Johnny in the upcoming future, and also what was it like? I guess working with Escape. Did you see any tension or any of those things? So I guess a two-part question.
Well, so the thing, the group as a whole, so 3 of the 4 young ladies was perfectly fine, but I catered to all 4 of them for the award show. So that's the only capacity that I worked with them as a group was for Black Music Honors when I was handling their dressing room writers. So for the show, so just to be clear, I didn't work with them like directly, on a regular. It was just for that award show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the first question was any upcoming scenes, new shows, partnerships that you're working on.
I just finished the Griot Awards that aired on CBS this past November. So
which awards?
The Griot that was filmed
Okay.
at Little Byron Allen. He produced the Griot Awards where they honored Mariah Carey, Eddie Murphy, Steve Harvey, and countless other people. So that was just one of the big shows that I just completed back in November.
Okay, congratulations. Okay,
Thank you.
well,
Somebody said, which one of Escape was not fine? Was it Latasha?
No, all the other ladies were fine except for the one that has the circle of people that need cleaning up.
Oh, that's Kandi. They also want to ask you about the future of Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Madison. How would he know?
Yeah, I won't know. There's always something going on, but it just depends on what transpire on the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You friends with
Well, that's all I wanted, Michelle. I'm gonna drop down because my voice is not the best, anyways. But I just wanted to ask those people.
Well, I hope you feel better, Latoya. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to y'all.
All right, Merry Christmas to you. Hello.
Hey,
I
Michelle.
refuse to call you Big Daddy.
Hey, Michelle. I'm not doing too good. I lost my voice earlier today, but
What?
I'm doing better now. But I'm just gonna make this like real short, whatever. Johnny, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well.
Okay. Usually when people ask you how you doing, you say I'm doing well. How are you doing? But I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
You said your voice was. I didn't want to add too much to your palate. So.
I know sign language too.
He's just making fun of the previous caller.
But Johnny, my question to you is like, you took Kandi to court, correct?
We settled prior.
You settled. Okay. Was it like a good amount of sum?
I can't go into the amount or anything of that nature. It was just a settlement.
Okay.
Did
Well,
you just get him?
yeah.
I can't. No, I'm saying I can't go into.
Okay, I understand. I'm not gay. I'm not gay or anything, Johnny. But your eyes are so sexy, just because I know that you got money from Kandi, and I'm not gay or nothing. I'm just saying you look handsome.
Allegedly.
I promise I'm not gay or nothing. But you look handsome. I love your braids, Johnny. Johnny, I love your braids. Would you like to help me out for Christmas or anything by any chance?
What?
No, that's a no.
Y'all playing today, Dre.
I'm so confused.
Yes, you are confused, Johnny. That's the problem. You are confused.
Dre, go away.
Oh, what's up, Michelle? I'm sorry, I was asleep for a second. I thought he had some money. I guess Kandi didn't give him that much money.
What money got to do with you? What his money got to do with you?
Because I think everybody attracted when they have money. I'm not gay or anything, but like ladies, and like I'm an alpha male, but guys can be handsome too. Like I'm handsome because I got like change, but I like more money.
Thank you, Dre. Thanks for calling.
Well, I'm not done with the questions though.
Okay,
I wasn't done. Okay, so Johnny, I know your mom and your sister. Your sister also. Tell them Dre said what's up. Your mama really know me.
Goodbye, Dre.
Goodbye.
Hey, Laka.
These people are weird.
Hey, Michelle. Hi,
How
Michelle.
you
Hey,
doing? I
Johnny.
haven't seen you
Hey,
in
how
so
are
long.
you?
Oh, there you go. I miss you.
All right.
It's been a minute.
It
I love the
has.
backdrop. I love the
Thank you.
backdrop. It's giving Real Housewives of Atlanta confessional.
Okay. I'll do that.
So Johnny, I have kind of like a two-part question.
Okay.
Since obviously within your work, you've been working within the reality realm as well, right? Have you ever been approached to actually have your own reality show as pertaining to doing events and things like that? And have you also ever been interested in actually having your own show?
Yeah, so I've actually filmed a pilot with for OWN Network. We've signed a contract and everything. We were picked up for 6 episodes. 6 seasons, 8 episodes per season. This was pre-pandemic. So I'm sure people that have been following my Instagram, they will see different clips with me and my team. It was like Big Family Reunion is the name of the show. And so they will see different clips here and there of my team and I. We are in the works. When the pandemic happened, OWN actually, all of their board ended up switching out. So now they have to go back before the board with new votes with the show. So I have to put the show back on the table again with the pilot that we already shot. So STK was the producing company, and they stopped it to OWN. So now it's just in the works of getting re-picked up again through the new.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Oh, that should be interesting to see, because I've always been interested in something like that where we get to see actually behind the scenes and being able to actually see how a Black person carries out their duties and, you know, works their business behind the scenes at these big ceremonies, and how it actually comes about, and being at, you know, events and weddings and birthdays, whatever it is. I think that would be a really, really different perspective of reality TV. I'm hoping though, if they do that you try and, you know, avoid as much drama as possible, because I think we have enough of that with the Housewives type of shows.
Right. Well, in this particular genre, it was called Big Family Reunion. So basically, they have different families that audition, and it's like we're almost trying to iamify, fix the families plus our team. So there's issues that happens in every family. So we're trying to. It's a 3-day weekend, and we basically go through the whole weekend. But by Sunday, our goal is to basically mend whatever broken relationships that's happening within any family. Of course, there's going to be drama, there's going to be tension, and then with my team, sometimes can get frustrated, but we always have to find that median and pull it together. And by Sunday, you know, we find resolutions to make everybody happy. So so it's fun and interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good concept. You know, I pray that it does come through and we get to see it on our TV. And I just want to say congratulations for next year, for your 20 years. That's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And we're doing a big event gala. So I'll stay tuned for the link. If you follow my page at official Johnnie Winston the number 3 or at JW Exclusive Designs, we will be posting the link. There will be a ticketed event. So it's a Black and Gold affair. So definitely, you know, stay tuned if you want to come and celebrate and enjoy some great food, live music, etc. So, yes.
Oh, Michelle, you're going to get me a ticket so I can come?
Of course.
I fly over to Atlanta. Is it in Atlanta?
Yes, it will be in Atlanta. Yes. July 11th is a Thursday. So
yeah,
on a Thursday night. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. I'm gonna try and go back to sleep so I can get an extra hour of sleep. But thank you. This has been good. I actually woke up to go pee, and then I was like, let me just have a quick look, and I found you.
What time is it there, Laka?
Hey, Laka, how you doing?
All right.
Sorry, Michelle.
I said, hey, how you doing?
What time is it there?
It's 5:42 a.m. now. I'm good, Mr. Motivation. How are you?
I'm blessed. I ain't seen you in a long time. I just was coming.
I know. I've been so exhausted. It's been really difficult to stay up. And then
I
Michelle has got the
understand.
habit of always going out like live on like a Thursday instead of a Friday, so I can like at least sleep in on a Saturday. So
Blame it on
I
COV.
like to be in the streets on Friday.
I swear down. I swear down.
Happy
I
holidays.
appreciate
It's been a bit tough, but I'm hopefully, maybe during these holidays, I'll be able to at least, join you guys and also on Patreon.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Mama.
Yolanda.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Good
Take care.
night.
You too. I'm not holding you too long on my journey. I know it's been an hour.
No,
It's been
listen,
over an hour.
I'm
I'm
gonna get
here.
off for. I was gonna call and just tell you, I'm proud of you, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing, and I apologize on behalf of the squad. We got trolls in here, and so I'm like, Lord, they embarrassed us, making us look bad as a family. But I was gonna definitely tell you happy holidays and have a good night. And yeah, we enjoyed you. We enjoyed that. Yeah, it was some juicy topics or whatever.
Most definitely. I appreciate you.
Oh, most definitely, brother. All right, God bless.
Yes, sir. And happy
Thank you
holidays
for
to you.
the motivation.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, Michelle.
All
I'm
right.
back
Good
at you.
night.
All right.
El Deo. El Deo?
Daya.
El
What's up?
Daya.
Daya. Hi,
Hi.
Michelle.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
I'm doing great. I just want to say congratulations. Like, it's good to actually see like you're still going and still doing your thing, because most people who actually don't keep up with the show, they'll just believe that narrative of what she put out, like you and her were coming up with some fake numbers and that's some BS. So it's good to actually know like your side of the story.
Absolutely.
And I just do have two questions.
Okay.
Why exactly is Don Juan so vested that he did not go to his own mother's wedding?
Ooh. What?
I didn't even know his mom was. I don't communicate with Don Juan.
It was like, go ahead. I'm sorry. It was like on the I don't know if you guys remember that episode, but like it was when he was like crying, going back and forth with Kandi. He's like, I didn't even go to my own mother's wedding, but I was at yours. And it was like, why would you not go to your own mother's wedding?
We don't pay attention to Don Juan like that, but I get what you're saying.
Exactly.
I guess he was trying to make it seem as if he's so involved in her workload that he didn't have time to escape for the family needs. But I would have made it a priority for my mama wedding. So
yeah, exactly. Okay, I was just that like honestly like that right there. Like since you were just up here and like I knew you were like around them, that is just like something I've always just wondered. Like you're that invested, you didn't go to your own mother's wedding. And then the only other question is, okay, so when they got married and then they actually went ahead and did that like sit down into like the office, and then that's when they were like, okay, well let's just go ahead and talk to your team. And then they came in there and they talked to you guys. How did the dynamic change once Todd actually came in and then he did that conversation where he was like, Kandi's not doing enough. She should be meeting with the president. And then that's what I actually agree with y'all. When y'all like, meet about what? Sex toys? How did the dynamic change with the whole clique after that conversation? If you can go back that far.
You said after, I'm just trying to piece.
Yeah. Okay, I'll repeat it again. After Todd and Kandi got married, and then they ended up, they were all in the office and they were sitting in a room together. And then you, Carmen, and Don Juan were in like the other room. So then that's when they came into the room with you guys. And then that's when they wanted to have a discussion about, oh, well, you guys really haven't been putting in enough effort because Kandi was supposed to be doing this last year and this year, but she hasn't done anything. And then that's when you guys, sort of like all rebutted. So if you remember the episode.
I vaguely remember.
So I'll answer that question too. But I would say that particular question was aimed at Don Juan because he's her manager.
Mm-hmm.
So why she wasn't doing enough or why she haven't done most of the stuff, that's a management problem.
True.
I was just running the studio factory. So, and her assistant, that's not an assistant issue either. It's about your manager. Who's pushing you to have the best agent, to get all these bookings, all these other things. So your management have to be as involved in your personal life and your well-being. And they have to trust you enough to basically hold your career like it's your baby. So if they want you to
So was
grow,
Don Juan the manager back
yeah, he's still her manager.
then?
But
Okay.
you only grow as much as your management offers and puts you, out to. So there's been a lot of things that was closed off because he didn't offer it to her. He didn't do a lot of things for her. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for
Because
answering
he
that
took
question.
over after Lisa. He wasn't he he was her assistant, then he moved to manager?
So Don Juan became friends with Mama Joyce. That was his gateway into Kandi's life. He was initially friends with Mama Joyce that prepped his way into becoming Kandi's, manager.
But what he like fan her?
That gateway is like,
What he
Mama
fan of
Joyce
her?
is the gateway.
Was he the fan of her fan club or something?
He was a fan for many years,
the
and
head of her fan?
he would drive up. At the time, he would drive up from North Carolina to Atlanta, back and forth. And I guess whatever conversation they had is how they initially, allowed him to be the manager. But
Oh wow, that's
yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, thank you, Daya.
Dio, it's fine. Dio, it's fine.
Well, I appreciate you for calling. Great questions. Thank you.
Of course, and happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
All right,
holidays
see
to you
you.
too. Good night.
All right.
Ricky Pistola.
Hey, Michelle and Johnny.
Hello.
Hey, so look, this is my first time, joining in onto your channel, and it's been cool so far. Like, I'm loving the dialogue and the drama. Hey,
Welcome.
no problem. So I have a question for you, Johnny. So, I think anyone who's like viewing right now, we're a little familiar with kind of the unfortunate scandal, with Kandi and the event plan with her. So, like, in light of positivity, are there who are maybe like 3 of your celebrity clients that you've had done some event planning for or a chef for that you feel were professional, punctual, paid you your money on time, and and just really did what they're supposed to do, and that you had a good experience with,
Well, I mean, that would be several. Like I said, I work in the award show arenas. And so when you think of the Grammys, you think of the Emmys, you think of Stellars, the BET Hip Hop Awards, Soul Train, things of those nature. I deal with so many different artists on different capacities. So dealing with them on the daily, like when it comes to those award shows, it's a lot. You know what I mean? They're all pretty much combative and when it comes to certain things, but like when they get their rider list, I can look at the list and say, okay, nope, we're not doing this. We're going to approve that. So sometimes I go back and forth with certain people because they want certain things and I can't give them everything on that list. So that's where some of the disagreement will come with some people. But the other people, I've done Lil Scrappy's daughter when she was 10 on Love and Hip Hop. I've done her birthday, Imani 10th. What is it? At that time it was 10-year-old birthday party. I've done some stuff for Mimi on False. I've done like a lot of other people. My list goes on.
It's expensive.
I started the entertainment segment of my career in 2009. So that's when I had my first celebrity client in 2009. And that stemmed from me working the BET Hip Hop Awards when it was at the Civic Center.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Jay-Z was when he first and last performed there. Because in 2009 was the last time Jay-Z came, graced the stage, and that's the last time he did anything with BET Hip Hop for those shows. But that was my time meeting him and everybody else. And my work ethic is what really got me into this whole industry, into the business, and people paying attention and saying, okay, then my food, design, all type of things go hand in hand. But most importantly, my humility. Like, you have to be humble throughout any experiences in life. If you don't have that humbleness about you and you're not about yourself, people see that, people see right through you, and you won't go nowhere. There will always be a wall blocking you. So
no, that's great. So I guess like a follow-up question would be, do you feel like you get the majority of your clients through word of mouth from other celebs you've worked with, or do you how much do you put into like your own marketing, like to market your brand outside of just word of mouth from other clients that you've had?
Well, outside of celebrity clients, I love my everyday clients. So I have a lot of corporate contracts with like Bank of America, Ally Barton. There's so many other corporate contracts that I have, school systems. I'm everywhere. So when you deal with these big corporations, and there's definitely tons of employees underneath that, they see your work. We just finished Emory University Hospital urology department. We catered their entire Christmas party. And from that, we already have 70 new bookings. So it's just like, like I said, your work speaks for itself. So once you in that realm and you do what you need to do, keep your level of professionalism, people are paying attention to any and everything that you do. So, hey, you're only as good as your last gig is what I always tell people.
Have you ever had like any clients, and I'm just kind of asking as the questions pop up in my head. Have you had any clients that maybe you didn't have the best experience with, like the first time that you did any event with them, but you gave them a second try? And if you have had those instances, have you noticed like maybe any improvement from maybe the first event that you did with them to like the second or third time, if you've taken them on or they hired you again?
I would say yes. I would give people at least a second chance when it comes to certain items or certain events. But as a businessman, of course, all of my contracts and everything is going to be tight. So I'm not going to give you room to play with me. So in the beginning,
especially when it was corporate,
it's still going to be in black and white. But for the second event, I'm charging more. See, the first event, I'm giving you grace. Second event is because I already know how you move, and different deposits need to be due quicker than later. But I would say even in my workshops when I talk to people, so I do event planning and catering workshops. So we get into this thing called free versus cost. Okay, so free versus cost. And what that means, there are a lot of people that want to break into the entertainment industry and they want these celebrity clients, but they forget that they're sacrificing themselves versus their business. So a lot of people, I can do this for you. And then once you start giving out all these free items to celebrities, you're going to be known as the free baker, free chef, free whatever, because they're going to pass your information to all these people. And then you're finding yourself cooking for everybody for free versus you making anything. So never give up too much of yourself that you forget that you are a brand and your last name is your product. Okay, your last name always outweighs your first name. Your first name is one thing, but your last name is your product. So don't forget that aspect. And like I can go on and on for days, but that's just the gist of it for right now. And then we'll piggyback in anything else. Yes.
Well, I appreciate you, Ricky. Thank you for your questions. You were wonderful.
No problem. Thank y'all.
No problem. I appreciate you.
All right.
Oh, child. This is the last caller.
Hi, Johnny. Hi, Sweet Pea. How are you?
Doing great. And yourself?
I'm great. I'm over here with the grandkids. They're home for the summer for spring break. So I'm at home. They want to visit Granny. So, I'm just doing the grandma duty. How are you, Sweet Pea?
I'm doing well.
That's great, great, great. So were you a chef at OLG?
That's a negative.
Okay, because I've been having high blood pressure since I left there, and I thought that you was the one that was making the hot dogs and greens and stuff like that.
No.
Where are you a chef at?
I have my own event planning and catering company.
Oh, really? That's great, Johnny. How long have you been doing that?
19 years.
Oh, so you're old.
I am seasoned.
Oh, I'm old, Johnny. I'm really, really old. Well, I just wanted to call, say hello to you, Johnny. You know, I'm just what one thing I'm happy for. You know, when you get fired from one job, you go on to the next, and you don't complain like Nene Leaks. So that's a great thing because she's been crying everywhere. Well, it was nice talking to you, Sweet Pea.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, Dre.
Bye. Bye, Michelle. Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Bye, Dre.
Bye.
These people troll so bad till it don't make any sense.
My biggest fan, so I mean, I
But
can't be mad. I appreciate you for joining me, and I appreciate you for
as
being a good
usual.
sport with all the craziness. You know, these I literally have resident trolls. It'd be the same ones that call every show, and I'm like, okay.
I know.
But you know, it's always a pleasure to talk to you and get some good information. It's late
Absolutely.
here. It is 1 o'clock in the morning in the ATL.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how I do. What's the name? Oh, here
I
it is.
have a You're calling in on a show that I'm on. Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. Tell the people how to get in contact with you if they need to. We know where you are, but you can tell the people.
All right. So Instagram at official Johnnie JOHNNIE Winston WINSTON the number 3, or at JW Exclusive Designs. So that's website, Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff.
At official Johnnie Winston 03?
No, the official Johnnie Winston, the number 3. So for my name, Johnnie Winston III. So Johnnie Winston and the number 3.
Okay. And the other one is?
At JW Exclusive Designs.
All right. I just wanted to put it in the chat. Well, I appreciate you, Johnny. Thank you for being such a good sport.
Well, I want to say, even though you can't see it, because I got it a little obscured, I'm just giving you a teaser, but you can't probably
wait till the end of the show.
You can't make out, but you can make out a little bit.
What am I looking at? I can't make out nothing.
No, that's why I say you probably can't make it out as much, but you can make out.
Wait. Do it one more time.
Wait, you can probably make out a little bit.
I can't. I don't know what that is.
I
see a studio chair.
Piano. That's a studio. That's a person, right there.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
I would just keep that on pause. That's what you said. Is there a recording?
Oh, okay. I mean, I want to see it play.
That'd be your lunch date.
Okay, everybody screenshot.
That's fine. That's fine. But
it was a little blurry. I could tell it was a studio.
I did that intentionally.
I know you did. Well, thank you, Johnny, for joining. Yeah. And I'm always when we go to lunch, I might go live at lunch with you and get more into the mess.
Listen,
Johnny is low key messy. Low key.
It's low key messy. I like it.
Okay.
But hey, I just I keep my receipts on a.
I know, I do too. I'm good at receipts.
But yeah,
thank you. Well, you have a good night and safe travels. And hit me when you get back.
For sure, I'm gonna be traveling all holiday long. So.
Okay. Well,
we'll probably touch bases after the new year, or if you have me on another time before the new year, and that'll be fine too. So. Okay. All right. Well, y'all enjoy. Happy holidays to all of you guys. Be safe, be smart, make wise decisions, and don't stress yourself out. If you can't get nobody a gift, or just catch them on the next year. All right. No problem. Bye-bye.
I had a special guest for y'all. I have another one tomorrow. It is 1 a.m. I would go to Patreon, but I feel like I've been sitting in this chair right here for 4 hours, which I had 1 hour and 45. Dang, it's been 3 hours. It was a good live. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Patreon people, I know you in here. I'm not gonna keep y'all, but we will be live tomorrow. I want to do a game night this weekend, either tomorrow night or Saturday night, and I am promising you I will not stand you up. Okay. I appreciate all of the people who have supported the stream. The people who supported the last stream. I appreciate you as well, because I'm sure I didn't thank you because I was rushing to get to this stream. And yeah, we will have. You said you thought this was Patreon, child. It's 800, was 900, was almost 1,000 people in here earlier. For it to be late, that's a good little number. What was I about to tell y'all? Oh, I also have another special guest. It's the guest season. Okay. I want to talk about Christmas stuff and etiquette and all kind of stuff. We're gonna have some experts on to teach us some stuff. I think that'll be a good time too if y'all want to learn some stuff. Okay. So in addition to Johnny, we're gonna have another expert on soon. Okay. Well, I will see you guys in the next live. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you are not subscribed, and share. Look at y'all still guessing. Jesse Jackson, Marlo. Marlo gonna teach the people etiquette. I ain't telling. I ain't telling. Okay, not Nene gonna teach you some etiquette. Oprah. Ooh, it might. Who knows? Okay. But anyway, like this video and share, and I will see you guys in the next video. Good night, squad.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.